All right, welcome to the Greenside Bunker Studio. We are the Dew Sweepers. We're going to get things started here today. We got a packed slate of topics to cover. We're all here. Everybody go around and introduce yourself once again for the new listeners.
Go ahead, Dean, start us off since you were here so early.
I was here prepared and ready to record, so do not give me that.
Being in a video game isn't ready to record. Anyways.
Yeah, as he's telling us 2 minutes into this to hold on because he needs to escape from Tarkov.
I already said we are a golf podcast that talks golf. I could have talked about golf while I was playing my video game.
No.
And you guys would have had no idea.
Hey, Cameron's here. Yay.
There he is.
Glad you finally showed up, Cam.
So I think Cam is probably going to lead us off here.
I had to wait for
a
you to stop
segment.
talking.
Cam, you're going to start us off with your first segment you brought to the table today?
Oh, I figured we'd just jump right into a recap of the
Pro-Am?
Pro-Am.
You want to do that? Pro-Am? All right, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah. No, so for the program, what I took away from this program is that money makes you better at golf. There are celebrities out here that I was like Macklemore. Are you kidding me? Macklemore way better at golf than I would have ever figured. Macklemore would. No one knew that he was good at golf.
And did you see the whole golf world on Twitter was pissed about it?
They were pissed that he was good?
No, I think they were just pissed that
he was
there and like how I didn't see much of it. But from what I've heard, the way he like carried himself and what he was wearing and stuff, like golf Twitter and like the frou-frou golf people, they weren't happy that like they gave him the opportunity to play in this for whatever reason.
Well, I don't know what constitutes an invite. First off, I know it's a big deal, at least for a lot of the ones that go. But yeah, no, I saw him wear what was like a yellow tracksuit. I don't know. It was about 2 seconds, but other than that, I didn't see him.
Apparently, he strolled up on one of those like the motorcycle caddy things.
He pulled up on like a motorcycle. I thought it was just a full blown motorcycle.
People were pissed about it because he drove over a tee box or something.
Well,
I did see that on Twitter.
He drove over a tee box,
like
in his motorcycle.
Yeah, like one of the forward tees. No,
it
it's
was
like
his
one
pro he was partnered with.
Oh, like the one that has the clubs like over by your crotch?
That one.
Yeah,
okay. That one.
I'm looking to see who his partner would have been. Did not make the cut, so maybe that's
he was
the
with
reason
Griffin.
why.
Or Lonto Griffin, or
sure.
Yeah.
So what about Larry Fitzgerald with the sandbagging?
Again, that's
golf Twitter was kind of pissed about that too.
I didn't see any of that.
I also think is that that's not on him. That's on their handicap system.
So the universal handicap system, yeah.
Or
so do you think that is that he wasn't recording scores?
Yeah, I was going to say,
think
it's just cheating.
Yeah,
like
true.
I don't think. I mean, what are you going to cheat for? He's already famous in his own right.
If you're that competitive, you want to win at all costs. Maybe you never know.
But
going into it that you're not going to beat a pro. You're not going to, the chances of you actually winning this thing are slim to none.
It's not the point of being a pro. It's the collective.
The point of winning.
Score.
Right, but again, I don't think that he necessarily was cheating the system. I think he probably literally, maybe leading into this, he had some bad games of golf. Messed his handicap up a little bit.
It happens. Dude smokes the ball though.
So where do the amateurs play from? What tee box? They're not playing from the pro tee box.
I don't know.
Probably the members,
up,
right?
Two up in two boxes, probably.
I was gonna say the members, so one up, maybe two. I don't know. It would definitely be something that'd be pretty interesting to see.
Pebble Beach isn't massively large.
Not that long, is it?
Yeah.
It's like what, 68?
From the tips.
Yeah, that's what the pros played at, was 68, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So now, how do they do the pairings? Like, so if you're with, so he was with Streelman for the last 5 years. He's won with him twice now. How do they pick who is with who? Does anybody know?
I think you pick your own.
I was going to say, I thought I saw some YouTube video a couple of years ago where they went to like some sort of auction, like, but it's not an auction. It's like a blind raffle almost. And you sit in like this big conference room before it starts, and they
Disclaimer: Dean could be totally wrong on this, but please continue.
No, I did see a YouTube video. I don't know if it was for this specific pro-am, but it was for a pro-am of some sort. They like were in a big like hall type thing, and they had all the amateurs on a board, and they would pretty much run a random generator almost, and then they would pick whoever's name would pop up. They would get a pick at whoever was available from the professionals. Now that might just have been for something completely different than like an organized and competitive pro-am. It might have been something else, but it was something along those lines for a pro-am type event. So I don't know what the logistics are though for a competitive.
So once you have one guy with you, he's, I guess if Streelman's had him, so then he's, every time Streelman plays, that's his partner automatically then, or wonder how that works from year to
Seems
year.
like it.
Well, I'm reading here for Pebble Beach that Macklemore found his way. The reason he got to play is because his production manager is married to the pro that he was paired up with. So Lanto Griffin put in the the good word, and
He must.
the tour
But pros get to
now
pick
trying
their
to.
their
Right.
guy
No, I'm
then.
sure that's how
Yeah.
it is, that they get to pick who they get to play with. It's the same reason that
Well, it's like DJ
what's
plays
his face?
with Wayne
Yeah,
Gretzky.
DJ was
Yeah,
playing with.
that's how they were paired together. Yeah, so the pros must be able to pick.
Yeah, good for
Like
them.
I'm sure that didn't just happen by accident.
So do you think they go through a list though, and like the top ranked pros get to pick first? Because if DJ wants Wayne, he's going to get him before somebody else lower wants Wayne.
Well, I feel like it's also like kind of like an unwritten rule. Like you don't pick Wayne. Like that's his wife's father.
I think I'd pick whoever the fuck I want.
So I would pick Bill Murray.
If it's my
Probably.
choice, I mean, but
Did you see Bill Murray walk that putt in? He putted it and then walked past it and hit it back
So
in
good.
as he
It was
walked
just
away.
so good. That just
did.
throws the
He
putter.
walked off the green and tosses his club like zero fucks given.
And left the ball in the hole.
Was that his caddy? No, it was another pro that went and
Another
picked it out of the
player.
hole.
Pro
I
picked
think.
his ball up and tossed it to his caddy.
It's incredible.
You're a Banff when the pro you're playing with takes your ball out of the hole and tosses it back to you.
Right. I mean, exactly. It's Bill Murray. Like, what are you going to do to the guy? Really? Like, everyone wants him there.
They've got their own scramble that the Bill Murray brothers do their scramble. It's in Austin, I think, every year.
yeah, that's where
They
the
do their
drive
own.
is. It makes sense.
Is that where it's because it's a chive one, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like keep calm and chive on chive. What?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
chive. So
chive
he's a
on.
big
The chive.
so-
He's a big chive.
yeah.
Really?
so- oh yeah.
individual.
Yeah. So I've actually
I
got a
did not know
poster
that.
in my room.
Yeah,
of
he's got,
Bill
like,
Murray.
Yeah, it's his
a chive
face is all
picture.
over merch and everything.
That's awesome. I
Yeah,
did not.
he was
I
one of
never
the
seen
original
that.
like logos.
No. I
and-
never saw that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So like the Chive owns the Bill Murray golf brand, I'm pretty sure too. Like they were the first ones to come out with like the Bill Murray branded golf clothing.
So William Murray stuff.
Yeah, the William Murray Golf Collective or whatever
yeah,
it is.
Pat Perez is sponsored by him.
Oh, Pat is?
Yeah, he's a big chiver.
That's pretty cool though. No, I didn't know that.
How sweet would it be to play in that charity tournament?
The
Dude,
Pat
I just
Perez
want to
charity.
go
No,
to that
the
house.
Bill Murray one.
Oh,
Like the house too, but like afterwards they're like Bill Murray singing karaoke with his brothers, like in the after party. Or the night
Dude, I
before.
think
It's
just
crazy.
any excuse to hang out with Bill Murray would be a great time.
mhm.
Yeah. You Chicago guys, you've heard when he's like walked into random bars and like partied with people all night in Chicago.
He does it a lot. He does it a lot in like in the summer and stuff when the Cubs are playing.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's had
I think he literally just has like a free pass. It's like an unwritten rule that like Bill Murray's just allowed to do whatever the hell he wants.
I could
Well,
see
he
that.
also owns a restaurant in Rosemont.
The rule of life.
The rule of life.
But I'm saying like it's not even necessarily like a Chicago or a United States thing. Like this dude could be off in Europe and just like walk into random
wedding?
bars. Yeah, like dude, you're getting married. I'm just gonna walk up and take a picture with your bride. Like Bill Murray just like it's like a world thing.
He's
Like,
a national
they
treasure.
just let him do whatever he wants. It's awesome.
Okay, so let's move on to keep talking about the Pro-Am then.
First Canadian to win it.
So I passed out when they were on like hole 5, when it was when Phil was still in it and wasn't shitting the bed. Because he got it to 19 at one point, didn't he?
I think he was at 18.
Was he?
Honestly, like I said, I didn't follow much. I was pretty busy all weekend.
Okay. Well,
I just, like I said, I saw all the ruffled feathers on the Twitter atmosphere.
But that's also the same people that are bitching about Macklemore are the same ones that were throwing a fit that people were sliding down a mud hill in Arizona. I mean,
So
yeah.
who was the winner again? What was his name?
Nick Taylor.
Tom?
Nick Taylor. So he had a double bogey in the par 5, and Phil had a chance to go par, which would have made it a 1-stroke difference, but Phil bogeyed it and was 2 back at that point. So if Phil would have put that par, he would have been 1 back at the lead with, I think, 5 holes left. I think it would have been. So that could have switched it up big time.
And he went
pressure.
like birdie, birdie, birdie.
Phil after that?
No, Nick Taylor. I thought.
Well, he had that chip in. That chip in pretty much sealed it on
That was
17, I think. He chipped it in.
Okay.
I did see the wind was howling like crazy too.
It was crazy.
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 Hey, Austin, I'm surprised you haven't chimed in about Spieth. He had the lowest round of the final day.
Hey, oh, here we go.
Top 10.
He had a chip in to get the top 10. Make note.
Still was a top 10. Anyways, so talking about Phil at the Pro-Am, do you think he'll qualify for the Open this year? The U.S. Open this year?
I don't think so.
I think now knowing that they want to like throw him a pity invite is going to kind of make him grind a little bit more, and that maybe, not saying he doesn't put effort into him playing any other time, but like this time, now it's like he's got to earn that spot because he doesn't want to. And I'm all for it. I think, the hell with your pity invite. I would want to go there on my own merit.
No, I agree. I think that's absolutely correct. There's no way I'll accept the pity invite. It's almost like a slap in the face. It's like, Phil, you've been around for so long. You're just having a bad year, but still, come on. And I mean, it shows a lot. Phil thinks, or it shows a lot of what he thinks of himself. I think for what he still has in the tank as far as on the course and everything.
Well, and he's already done interviews recently. People asking him like, when he thinks it's going to be time to hang it up, and he's saying like, why would I? I'm literally hitting the ball better than I ever have. He's saying statistically, he's driving the ball further. He's playing better now than he ever did before. It's like things like in the Pro-Am where you kind of fall apart in the the 12th hour, and it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, it is what, the 25th year since he's been in the top 50. Is it 25 years? Anybody have that?
30 years. Oh, in the top 50? I don't know.
Yeah.
He fell out, though, I think, didn't he? And it was like the first time in 26 years or 25 years.
26.
It was 26 years he was not in the top 50, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just.
They were saying on the broadcast that he had to tie for second or finish second to make the WGT tour.
And he didn't, right?
And he didn't. He finished third. So I don't know if that's a top 50 invite.
Yeah,
he missed on
probably
Mexico.
is.
WGC is top 50. Yeah.
Top 50, so he's outside the top 50.
I don't know. I don't think he's 100% done. I don't think he qualifies this year, but I think he's still around for a couple more years. I don't think we've seen the last of him. You know what I mean? Like, he might sprinkle in a couple top 5s, top 10s, but he might win some like low end tournament or something, but I don't know. He seems like he's been around for way too long to just go out after one bad season.
Oh, right. I don't think he will either.
I say top 10 at Masters right now.
Top 10 at Masters? What did he finish last year at Augusta?
I have no idea. I mean, he was third at Pebble Beach. It's not like he's terrible right now.
No, I know.
There's less wind at the Masters.
It's ironic that you're saying he had such a bad season. I mean, he did win last year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that was the only top 10 he had all year, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Which one did he win?
Aston was tied for 18.
He won the AT&T last year, the Pro-Am.
Oh, okay.
So speaking of like being inside the top 50,
Hold on, I'm sorry. Phil finished T18
Tied for
at
18
6 under.
last year.
At 6 under.
at Augusta, that is.
Yeah, at the
Right.
Masters. And I mean, and that was 7 shots back of Tiger, who finished 13. But didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to get that out there, so in case anyone knows or cares to know.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, playing your way into the top 50 for the official golf rankings for WGC.
Mhm.
Jordan was 55 going into this week,
What is he
and
now?
he's now 49.
Heyo.
So he made it.
He did it.
That's why I think
For now.
Phil needs one. He needs one good tournament, and I feel like you get bumped back into the top.
You realize we have like 5 more months.
Yeah, I know. It's only February. Like,
When's
it's
the
not
WGT start? I thought it was soon.
WGC.
Or
Mexico.
sorry.
Isn't it
thought it
the
was World
week
Golf Tour.
before Masters? Isn't Mexico the week before the Masters?
No idea.
No,
I think it
was.
is.
It's, no, it's next. It's right after the Genesis. So
Yeah,
it's here
is
in
it?
2 weeks, a week
2
and a half.
weeks, yeah.
Oh, what is there WGC 2 weeks before the Masters or something?
There's 4 events.
There's a one in Texas, isn't there?
Maybe that's what it is.
Is that the Dell Match Play in Texas?
There's I know the St.
No,
Jude's part
the
of it. I think.
the Valero Texas Open is the week before the Masters. Here we go. Yeah, Austin, Texas, March 29th is the WGC for at Austin Country Club.
Is
The
that
Dell
the Dell
Technology.
Match Play?
Yeah, Dell Technology Match Play.
Because yeah, so
I do think like kind of like Phil Jordan. I mean, Jordan's what 26, right? Austin, Jordan Spieth guy. How old's
26, yeah.
I don't know. I think he's just way, 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 way entirely too young to not see him succeed again. Like, as much as we give Austin shit and stuff for worshiping like the ground Jordan walks on, I can see it. He's 26. He's got what 3 major championships already, but until it happens, I mean, nothing matters.
So let's move towards our next topic. Cam, how was your golf weekend in Nashville?
Oh, that was good. However, it wasn't supposed to be in Nashville.
Where were you supposed to be at?
We were supposed to be at Sweetens Cove in Chattanooga, and then to play Lookout Mountain on Sunday. However, decided to flood, so Sweetens was just totally underwater Wednesday through Friday. And then Saturday morning, we're on our way down there, and it starts to just blizzard.
Who was all in town? Who were you playing with?
So there were a few guys out of Texas, like Houston, Dallas, Austin area, and then another guy came from Kingsport, Tennessee, which is closer to Johnson City and like the Tri-Cities. And we were going to meet like Patrick Boyd, maybe Rob Collins would come out, just, a few guys. And yeah, never made it there. We had to turn around because we were stuck in traffic and the highway going into Chattanooga was closed.
So did
Now-
you get just not have salt trucks in Tennessee? Or, like
I was
not
gonna
plows, no salt trucks, like brine. Do you know what brine is they put on roads in the
I
north?
mean, I think that's, again, irrelevant when there's already a just debilitating accident with a few semi trucks. Like, that's pointless.
Can
Now,
I just say
granted-
something?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Okay. I was just call me completely naive or like a dumb person from the north. I had no idea like Chattanooga gets snow. Like I don't know.
Somebody in Atlanta said it was like the first or the second time in a decade they've got measurable snow.
Yeah,
in
I mean
Atlanta.
it's a rare occurrence. I mean, you can get snow fucking anywhere. It's just
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying for the storm that Cam got hit with, like when Cam sent that picture to the group chat, I was dumbfounded. I was like, where are you that it looks like that right now? And knowing you're down in the South like that, I'm like, you cannot be at home or anywhere near home right now. And I was just, like I said, it might just be a dumb, naive northern thing, but I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, we still have the Blue Ridge Mountains going all the way down through Chattanooga. So, I mean, that makes a little bit more sense. But when I was living in Birmingham, when I probably had snow 5 or so times within like the 10 years I was living there. So,
Yeah,
but they have no idea how to react. A bunch of dumb fuckheads.
Yeah. Did you guys go into a state of emergency?
No.
Wasn't that Alabama 2 years ago or something?
Oh,
They got
maybe. I think it was 2013, 14.
Was
Yeah,
that
it was
long
like
ago?
it was all over the news here.
It was,
People were like
yeah,
beaming
through
it, like the
Atlanta.
state of emergency, and the roads were just like wet. There wasn't actually like visible snow on the
Like an inch
ground.
and a half of slush.
Oh no, there was
Right.
definitely snow on the ground.
Oh,
But
no,
it
but
was
I'm
all
saying
the
like
ice under it.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's it do to a golf course, like when people play in the snow? Because I saw on one of the online golf forums that they had a picture of the guys like, we got kicked off the third hole. We
saw
want our
that.
money back. And it's like, dude, they let them out on the course to begin.
Surprised anyone was there.
They were there. And then they
It
let them in the
looked
course
like
and they kicked them off the third hole, but they're playing through like snow drifts. So what's it do to a course?
Well, I mean, you have to cover the greens, otherwise they freeze and die.
I would just, and this is just me being completely ignorant to how golf courses are taken care of and everything. But for instance, like if you were somewhere where you don't necessarily get snow, you have to assume that the ground isn't frozen. So you're literally just going to be tearing up a golf course because it's just going to be mud and slush and everything underneath you. Where if you were to play somewhere, up here by us in Chicago, the ground would be frozen. It's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be, more difficult to beat the ground up. That would be my guess. I could be
But I don't
completely
think you can
fucking wrong.
walk
I
on
have no idea.
You don't want to be on the greens though, because when it's that short and you walk across, it almost crimps it and kills the grass.
Oh
I've
yeah, I'm
seen
sure it probably like
pictures.
shatters it like walking on glass or something.
Yeah, because somebody had a picture on Instagram I saw a couple weeks ago. Was it Sipe Turf guy Cam that had a picture of them walking across the green? I think when it was frozen, and you could see every footprint across.
Oh, I don't know if it was him.
What is that called?
That was just do, baby.
That was just
That's not ergonomics or what is it? What is like the study of grass? Agronomics. That's it.
I'm
that's like something
agronomy.
along those lines.
That's what I do for a living.
So why don't you know all the answers, John?
Because I don't deal with golf courses. I wish I could, so I could sell stuff to golf courses and go golf and talk.
Yeah.
So, but someday. I've talked to a couple golf courses.
This here fertilizer right here make your greens nice and green.
So what we actually sell, what you mix it with fertilizer, and it makes the fertilizer not basically the nitrogen that makes grass green and grow. It keeps it in the top layer of dirt instead of like washing out through the groundwater. So
I was going to go back. That actually does sound kind of interesting, but I was going to go back to the question, Tom. It was last spring. I think, Austin, you might have been there with us. We were playing a course down in like southern Joliet area, and it was warm enough to where we were in pants and like a pullover over our polo and everything. But because of how cold it had been like prior, they had, I mean, this is pretty common in the north, I know, a frost delay, that they wouldn't even go out and cut the cups until they were doing all these testing and stuff on the ground, but they wouldn't even cut cups while it was so cold out. So, I mean, I feel like if they won't cut cups, there's
no way because they don't want to walk across the green and leave the footprints until the frost is out of the ground to cut the cup.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I never thought about footprints being the biggest thing.
There's a picture out there. It's pretty crazy. Like you could see every footprint across the green.
Yeah, I guess. It's just crazy because, I mean, maybe because I'm Austin and I grew up Muni rats, but I don't think there's a single golf course like in our area that we play that covers the grass, anything, or covers the greens.
Cam, do you guys have frost delays down south?
Yeah. Not many.
Cool.
But
I wouldn't say that there isn't any golf courses by us that don't do it, Dean. There definitely is. They're just we don't play there.
That's what I'm saying. That's like, maybe the nicest one we'll play like regularly is like Bridges of Poplar Creek, which is like a super nice course.
Ravislow was super nice.
Ravislow was nice, but that's because that course was a country club for 80 some years until the golf industry started to plummet and they needed it to open up to public to keep them afloat. But that was definitely a beautiful course.
You're welcome.
That was Sugarloaf, baby.
So do you guys want to
It's on their hidden gem.
move on
man.
to predictions?
Yeah, let's
Picks
talk
for
about the Genesis.
Talk about the Genesis.
We could do that. I like that.
Let's do that. So the 18. It's not the fucking AT&T. I'm a fucking.
AT&T Genesis.
It's the AT&T Genesis Open. Let's go fucking out to the Rev and play at the AT&T Genesis Open. Never mind. So the Genesis Open. Did you guys see the pairings?
I think it's the
groups?
Genesis Invitational.
Yeah.
It is the
As you need
Invitational.
an invite
Open and
from
who put
LT
the
Gray.
Open? Who put the Open in the notes? Then?
On the Googlenator, it says 2020 Genesis Open PGA
Nope,
Tour.
it's the Invitational.
Well, it's the Invitational, so
I'm not
well-
disagreeing to that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh, I know why, Dean. Is because you use Googlenator. You need Google.
Oh, thanks, Cam.
Google Nader.
Hey, I just
Is that Ralph Nader's version of Google?
I mean, it's either his or Al Gore's. Which one? I mean, which one you want to choose? All right.
All right. Anyway, so what do you guys think about the Genesis Invitational this weekend? Did you guys see the feature groups?
It's gonna
I
be.
did
I
not.
love the field. The field is pretty damn good.
The field's good, but John, can you go over the pairings or the?
Yeah. So the feature groups. So the first one. This is from the PGA Tour.
Tiger and Phil.
No, wrong. It's Tiger, Justin Thomas, and Steve Stricker.
Well, I'm literally looking at the GenesisInvitational.com.
That
/
is the Pro
pairings.
Am. That is the Pro Am
Read the
on
first.
Wednesday.
What are you talking about?
This is fantastic.
That
John
is
and
the
I were trying to
Pro-Am.
find.
That is not
Oh, man.
the feature groups for Thursday.
Continue.
So anyway, Tiger Woods, JT, Steve Stricker. It's one of the groups.
I don't know who any of those guys are.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ. JB Holmes, John Rahm, Justin Rose, another one. Patrick Cantlay, DJ, and Rory. And I think
Rory,
the
the
best
favorite.
one's going to be Brooks, Phil, and Bubba.
You know, they talk about
Those are all
ways to
really
draw
good.
people to the game of golf. I think that group right there needs to be mic'd up. All 18 holes.
I wish they
Players
would
and
bring
caddies.
like mic'd up to golf. You know how much fun that would be to get sound bites from the course as they're playing. They did that
That's
for
what I'm
the
saying.
You've
They
got
did that
people
for
butthurt
Phil and
because
Tiger,
people are sliding down a mud hill.
but people aren't playing golf anymore like they were, and they were like trying to save the game, make it fun to watch, mic people up. You can filter it. The PGA can filter it.
There's been
Put
a
a
lot of
delay on it.
talk about that. I mean, I think they've done it some for a few Corn Ferry events.
But just
But-
imagine like DJ or not
Bubba
DJ, but like
Watson.
Bubba and Phil and Brooks giving each other shit walking down a fairway or telling a story about 10 years ago when Phil was a wee young lad, when Brooks was in diapers. I mean, it'd be hilarious. It'd be great content for the game.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. People are looking for ways to grow and publicize it. I think they're just absolutely dumb for not going that route. And I know, I'm sure there's logistics and issues behind it, but I think they can make it work.
I also
Astros
don't
can
think
put beepers
I don't
under
think the
jerseys.
pros.
They can put mics on golfers.
I don't think the pros would be for it necessarily though.
I mean, look at the Phil Tiger match. That mic'd up shit sucked because they were like,
Yeah,
too
it was
scared
like
to
it
say
was
anything.
so forced. It was awkward.
But it doesn't have to be forced. Like they can put sound bites out during the match. Like
No,
after they go off the green, they can say, "Look, listen to what they were talking about going on the
Right?
fairway."
No. I get that, but at the same time, it's like they got like side bets going, and they are shit talking, and I'm sure they're saying things that they necessarily wouldn't want the general public to hear them say. So it's like, I mean, even if that shit isn't broadcasted over TV, somewhere what they said is still recorded. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And who knows how that's gonna, does that just get immediately deleted if it wasn't used? Are they gonna have like an archive of the shit that they were saying out on the golf course? Are they gonna hold it against them?
I would
And then
pay.
it all comes back down to like now, like you had the people butthurt over guys drunk sliding down a mud hill. You're gonna have people butthurt because you
Okay,
got
boomer.
these guys
That's
out
what I
there
would
making
say.
side bets. Oh, absolutely, and it is an okay boomer situation. If they wanted golf to continue being the way golf is, they're not going to have anywhere to play because places are going to shut down because no one's going to give a shit about this sport.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a solid fan base. I don't think it's just going to go away like that. But I tell you what, I would pay some money if they mic'd up the caddies. Mic up
That
the
would be
caddy,
good. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just a start. I agree. That's 100%
or
the
just
right start.
not tell them. Have a few random mics everywhere, and then just pick and choose on the sound bites
Well, I mean,
that
you can hear the caddies, like they'll have the sound guy that you can listen to what they're talking about before the shot.
Sure.
Just mic the caddy up and you can pull it from there. When they're walking down you could charge extra. The PGA Tour could have a channel to pay extra for each tournament to listen to like the red zone for golf.
Yeah.
The PGA Tour caddy zone.
I think.
Yeah, but so you're something that not necessarily, because you're talking about growing the game. Is someone who doesn't watch golf at all going to pay for a special channel just to listen to these guys?
That's not Austin. I didn't say that at all.
It's to keep people engaged.
It was unrelated. I mean, I don't think that is really related to quote unquote growing the game either. It's really how can you get a non-golfer to watch golf, and you're not going to, except for the 4 majors or really the Masters. So, but all right, let's make some picks. Let's talk who we like, what we think will happen, etc.
I think Phil's going to make a showing. That's what I think.
Top 10?
It would be.
I think Phil's going to be top 5. And
wow.
I say this. Well, he just came in what? Second, third? And now, he has the whole open situation and I'm giving him the pity invite. I think he's going to put forth a good showing at the Genesis. I think he'll be fun to watch.
Like they lit a fire under him. I could see that.
I think that's exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah, and I mean, you think about it. At the end of the day, they are professional golfers. They all do this for a living. Oh my God, they do this for a living, and they compete. I think. Yeah, no, I definitely see this as motivation for him, and I think that's a pretty accurate. I don't know about top 10 though.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't say top 10. I said top 5.
Oh, okay. Even more so. Why? Even right, more so. Why?
So
I think I'm telling you.
So what do you think?
I don't know. Rory. I think Rory's the favorite, right?
Rory's.
Yeah.
Well, he moved into number 1.
Yeah, he's 7-1.
Yes, Rory is the favorite.
Who won it last year? Does anybody know off top hand? JB Holmes did. I don't know. I know. Did he win in a playoff or he won just outright, right? I know him and JT were battling, right?
Yeah, JT was once.
I don't remember. I just know that JB Holmes. I think he's won it twice.
Has he really? Wow.
No, I'm thinking of Bubba's won it 3 times. No, that's what I'm thinking.
I think I'm going to go with John Rahm. I just think the way he played that Dubai swing and everything and the whole overseas before coming in here, I think John Rahm might do very well this weekend. Austin?
I'm going to say DJ, coming off a good week at the AT&T.
What did he finish?
Finished 30.
Tied for 32nd.
Yeah.
Shot a +6 in the final round.
Still going with that pick then?
I still do. He still had a good overall week. I still think he'll figure it out.
I'm going to go Tony Finau for my pick. He's due.
He's due.
He's a top 5. How many times? He throws them out all the time. He was off last week. Had time to rest the body.
So are we picking top 5 favorite or winning favorite?
No, I'm going to pick him to win, but he's been. I mean, he's.
No, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
So. And oh, by the way, guys, I had the best finish when we did our picks a couple weeks ago. We did not publish.
Oh,
I was gonna say-
Combined
I forgot
score
about that.
total, by far the winner.
I saw that.
What were the total? Do you have the totals offhand, John, or no?
I think it was 29 under.
Okay. And I think I was in second, if I remember.
So anyway, Tony Finau's my pick. Next
I
week
like
we
it.
can get into the three-way pick.
I like it.
And
Well, so typically I would pick Tiger, but I don't think he will win. Did you know, actually? So at Riviera, this is the only course in his professional career, his PGA Tour, I guess, venue, in his professional career that he's played over 4 times and does not have a victory.
so he's due.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'll win. I'm going to pick Bubba. He's won it in 14, 16, 18. He always plays well in Ryder Cup years and then kind of just shits the bed at the Ryder Cup. So
So something about this course really suits him.
I guess so.
Isn't it pretty long?
Is
Wide?
it? I have no idea.
I thought I saw it was long.
Has a lot of dog legs.
Dog leg left?
There you go.
It might be. Yeah, I don't know, Lost.
All
I was
right.
making that up.
All right, so
So Tom, who's your pick?
Phil.
You said Phil top 5 though. You didn't say Phil to win.
Okay, well then Phil to win it. I mean, either way, I'm going to be right.
Hey Tom. Is
Buy me a ball
being
stack.
is winning and getting a top 5 the same thing?
For me, yeah, sure, absolutely. I'd be happy with either.
No, I would agree with you. It's a knock at Austin, but okay. I'm just teasing. All right.
No, I think no, I think this all leads back to everything leading up now going to this tournament with Phil. I think, like Dean was saying, it's lit a fire under his ass, and I think he's going to show up. I think he's going to show up, and he's going to, I think it's going to make a difference that he's now kind of going to prove himself that he can still be out there.
Yes, sir. Again, I don't really agree with the top 5, but I definitely think fire has been lit, and I don't think we've seen the end of him. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe.
Burger
you guys
King for the win.
Get you a
No
bucket
free
of
ads.
chicken nuggets from Wendy's.